and it is 5 lights out, and away we go. Starfish still keeps the lead. We've got drivers 4 across. Oh, looks like the Haas of Acerp has got really unlucky there. There's a couple of drivers who have went off. Really, really unfortunate for a few drivers there. Let's check to see who has... oh, look at that. The Williams. There's just drivers that are coming off left, right and centre here. Acerp down 11 places. Hans down 7 places. We have Kraken, who has made 6 places on the start. Make that 7 places now. Really, really exciting start here. Look at how bunched up these drivers are. This is unbelievable. Ross Wheels right on the backside of the XT Viper. And Starfish keeps the lead. Less than a second between him and Vinny Cousin. Look at this, I the best, don't mess, is getting a bit of a slipstream here from Ross Wheels. He is using his ERS power, but it is not enough to see himself come past Red Bull at this stage. He does try on the inside, but there's not enough room. Ross Wheels goes a bit wide there. Oh, he loses it into the wall. Unbelievable. He has not retired at this stage. He does. He is without a front wing and with no traction at all. The best, don't mess, right behind his teammate DXT Viper. These drivers are on different strategies. I'm surprised they're not playing the team game here. Oh, DXT Viper gets the overtake done on Kraken. Storms has retired. First retiree of the session. Sure what has happened there, as the Williams was off at the same place as well. Looks like there might have been a bit of contact between those two drivers, and it is a virtual safety car. Drivers must respect the delta. Cast 420 in the AlphaTauri is up in 3rd place. It's great for him. He is up at 1 place. Flawless is up 6 places as well. Kraken and Acerp have made their way into the pits. What an exciting race this has turned out to be already. And the Namibian boy has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car conditions. That is not what the Ferrari driver needs for his race. He wants to maximise the points he can get. Drive-through penalty will mean he will need to visit the pits and not have any work done to his car. He will not be able to change his tires, which means he'll have to visit the pits a second time. And looks like we have Drowsy Brawler, who has come off as well. Red Bull drivers are not having a great start to their race, but it is only lap 3. We've got 30 laps left to go here in Spain. Plenty of time to see some changes. All the drivers have started to bunch out a wee bit more now. Does not appear to be too many close battles going on just yet. Boscombe Boy is on the back of Mecca here at the minute. Also looks like Morgan has retired. It's a double DNF for McLaren. That is not what McLaren needs. They're currently top of the constructors. That is really, really unfortunate for both McLaren drivers. on board with Acerp in the Haas as he is over the back of Kraken. As you can see, all the drivers have started to bunch out again. The closest battle we have on track is between I the Best Don't Mess and Richardson. I the Best Don't Mess is side by side and overtakes the Alpine up into 5th place. He has gained 3 positions so far in this race. What a great start for that Mercedes driver. His teammate DXT Viper also up 4 places. Make that 5 places now as Namibian boy makes his way into the pits for an early pit stop. Looks like he may be serving his drive-through penalty. Richardson is still putting up a fight though. He is still pretty close to that Mercedes. On board with Acerp as he is trying to make moves on GXH Kraken, just 0.7 seconds off the Alpine driver. And Starfish also appears to have extended his lead 2.9 seconds now. SYM, that is Acerp's teammate, has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Not what that driver needs at all. A lot of drivers that are pitting early, but the biggest headline that we have here at the race so far is a double DNF for McLaren. Really, really unfortunate as they went into this race leading by a bit of a margin as well. Looks like Kraken caught a bit of debris on track there. I don't know, was that from the Namibian boy? It does look like it was, as he is limping back to the pits. Overtook by Kraken and Acerp. And the Namibian boy makes his way into the pits. As you can see, Starfish appears to come up to a back marker here. Boscombe boy moving out of the way quite nicely there for the Aston Martin. He can power his way through. He is just extending that gap to Vinny Cousin. 3.3 seconds already. And so far really clinical in terms of his driving. Looks like the leaderboard is having a bit of a tantrum at the minute. It has bumped Starfish down to 11th. And we have another retiree. Uncanny Ant. Oh, Starfish goes off. Oh! Look at that. Vinny Cousin blasts his way right past. Puts the Ferrari up into 1st place. Starfish had a little moment there. Luckily no damage to the car. He can now try and battle his way back up into 1st with Vinny Cousin. And he has another spin! Oh! What was that? Unbelievable. That's contact with, who is that? Boscombe boy. Really, really unfortunate as he had spun out on track and Boscombe boy was flying around the corner and there was contact between the two drivers. That is definitely a safety car. Unbelievable. Starfish, pole position, has crashed out, will not score any points. Boscombe Boy, really unfortunate, was almost a passenger in that crash there. Nothing that could really be done. Really, really unfortunate there. Now we have 5 retirees and we're only 8 laps into the race. Definitely a safety car, as those cars need to be cleared from the track and all the debris as well from the crash. Will we see any drivers go in to the pits? Vinny Cousin currently leading. Let's see what he does. And our race leader makes his way into the pits. What kind of strategy is he going for here? It looks like they have the hard tires ready for him. They do. And it may be... it would be the best mess who is potentially going to pick up the safety car unless Vinny Cuz gets out of the pits first, which he appears to. Race leader had enough time to pit and still come out first to meet the safety car on track. How about that? And there you have it, the Ferrari picking up the safety car there. And the best don't mess slotting in right behind. This is turning out to be a fascinating race so far. Really, really exciting. And you can see the drivers start to bunch up. Acerp in the Haas. And DXT Viper is joining. We do have a few stragglers at the back of the pack. Hopefully they will be able to make up a bit of time while the safety car is still out and get themselves back into the competition. And you can see Vinny Cousin weaving from side to side there, trying to get as much temperature and heat into those hard tires as he can, preparing himself for the race restart. There has been no news of the safety car coming in on this lap. We may have the safety car for another lap, potentially. as we look to pick up the remaining stragglers off the pack. Yeah, and safety car is out for one more lap. As good as it gives a few of the other drivers an opportunity to catch up to the pack. The best don't mess is into the pits. He is dropping down the pack at the moment. There we have it, safety car in this lap, and it also looks like we have had a collision there. Oh my god, look, there's a couple of drivers that have got caught up in that. Acerp has DNF'd. There's a few other drivers that look to have picked up some damage there. That is DXT Viper without a front wing. Really, and Williams as well, Mekki without a front wing. Not sure what happened there. Because sets us off again. The safety car makes his way in. Kraken catching up on Flawless. Flawless goes a bit wide and Kraken takes absolute advantage of that. Oh! It is tight racing. And his Alpine teammate Richardson just sails right through as well. That is a double overtake there for the Alpine drivers. But up into third and fourth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes here in Spain. Cavs 420, 0.4 seconds behind Vinny Cousin. He is absolutely keeping the Ferrari driver honest. Ferrari driver can't afford to let his guard down. And we have another safety car, that is SYM off the track. Both Haas drivers have retired. Both Aston Martin drivers have retired. And both McLaren drivers have retired. Really difficult days for those constructors. But presents a real opportunity for some of the drivers out here. Kraken up 16 places into third. Unbelievable race so far. Richardson up 8 places. This could be a fantastic race for Alpine, who absolutely need to score some strong points to bump themselves up the constructors. We are about halfway through the race here now. Vinny Cousin leading the pack behind the safety car. It's been a dramatic race. Drivers are coming off left, right and centre. We've got 13 drivers left in the running. It looks like we'll have the safety car for one more lap. Great thing about the safety car period is it bunches the drivers all nice and close together. And it means on the restart we can see some super close racing from these drivers. There we have it, safety car is in this lap. Vinny Cousins slowing down a little bit and bunching the pack up just a bit more. Bunching the pack up. And that Ferrari puts the foot on the gas and away he goes. Cas 420 is hot on the tails of the Ferrari. Got a bit of slipstream but not enough. Looks like Flawless went off the track to make an overtake there. Not sure exactly what happened. But Main Boy is fighting back hard on that Alfa Romeo. Goes a bit wide there. Bit of understeer. The best known S also hot on the tails of the Red Bull of Ross Wales. Look at the speed they're carrying through that corner. Just is not close enough at this stage to make a move. Just look how close he is there. He's going to have plenty of slipstream. He will not have DRS. DRS is not activated. Oh, he's just too eager and he goes into the side of Ross Wales. That was really not the best, cleanest move I've ever seen. And Ross does get that position back. Drowsy Brawler is catching up. The best don't mess is in a Red Bull sandwich. Look at that, he goes wide and tries a brawler, sneaks in there in the gap, and it is Red Bull 6th and 7th currently. Irigo catching up to the back of the best don't mess. The best don't mess goes a bit wide, and Irigo takes a different line on the corner there. He is catching up, but he's not close enough to get an overtake done at this stage. Looks like we have a yellow flag. It is Williams off the track, I believe. Mecca 84 off the track. Or actually it's Hans. Either way, both Williams drivers are in the bottom at the moment. Really unfortunate. Got a couple of drivers going into the pits. Cars 420 also appears to be dropping back a bit from Vinny, causing the 1.3 second gap. And with the pit stops, you can see drivers are starting to bunch out again. Red Bull are running a nice race at the moment, 5th and 6th. This is what these drivers need. Both reserve drivers as well. So the full-time drivers, I'm sure, will be happy to see where their Red Bulls are currently in this race. Still have plenty of laps left to go. Can they keep it up? Cas 420 is closing that gap a bit more. Will he get DRS on this lap? He may not. Let's find out as they cross the corner. He does get DRS. He's used a lot of his ERS, just 14% left. He won't get him into this corner. The Mimbian boy is pushing on Flawless. RIZE Brawler right behind his teammate as well. Both drivers appear to be on the hard tires. He gets past his teammate there. Both drivers are on the hard tires and appear to have got the tires around the same sort of time, 11 laps old. We have a yellow flag. It looks like Ross Wheels has come off. Gets himself back on with minimal damage done there in terms of physical damage and also positional damage as well. I'm sure those tires will be lit now. We'll have not a lot of traction. Actually, it does look like he's going into the pits. Not sure if he's getting a front wing or if he needs new tires as well. So those are pretty fresh tires. Let's see what he does. Yeah, front wing. Disappointing. Does mean that RIZE Brawler is free to try and close the gap here between himself and the Alfa Romeo of Flawless. 4.4 seconds between them at the moment. Can they get closer? The best don't mess is just behind Kraken and Mecca 84 in the Williams, just right behind that Mercedes as well. This appears to be the closest battle we have on track at the moment. Cast 420 is running a great race at the moment, but it's getting a few penalties as well, so that will absolutely impact on his race. He's got 11 seconds worth of penalties. Really, really unfortunate for a driver who is running a fantastic race so far. The best don't mess on Kraken. Kraken goes a bit wide there. That allows Mecha 84 some room. Kraken into the pits. There's a big gap there between the best don't mess and the Namibia boy. Cast 420 is out of the pits and slots in just behind Hans in the Williams. Can he get an overtake done on the Williams? There's a DRS zone coming up quite shortly here. He is hot on the heels of the Williams. DRS open. He's trying on the inside. Lovely move from the AlphaTauri driver there, and slots himself up into 6th place. He's now got 2.5 seconds between him and DXT Viper. He does have him in his sights as they make their way through the final corners in Sector 3. Can he gain some time on DXT Viper and fight his way back up into the podium places? There's a fight here between Drowsy Brawler and Arrigo for that final podium place. Alfa Romeo also had a fantastic race last time round, and drivers are sitting in 2nd and 3rd currently. I'm sure they would love it if we just finished the race right now, but there is 10 laps left to go, and a lot can happen in 10 laps. Benny Cousin also in a very comfortable place at the minute. 11-second gap between him and the next driver. If he keeps running a clinical race here, avoids any mistakes, keeps his head down, he could be in for a podium position here after an unfortunate DNF on the first race. This could be redemption for Vinny Cousin. There's DXT Viper under pressure from Cast 420 as they make their way through Sector 3. Here we have it, Cast 420 catching up. He's using his ERS and he's going to get DRS as well. This is looking like it could be an overtake for the AlphaTauri driver. He's gaining side by side. And he slots in ahead of the Mercedes driver. That bumps Cast 420 up into 5th place at the moment. Although we have pointed out that there will be post-race penalties added to his time as well, so it'll be interesting to see what the impact of that is. Drowsy Brawler is catching up to the next driver, just 2.7 seconds behind. And he does get a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Or track limits, really unfortunate. Hans now on the back of DXT Viper. DXT Viper lost the place to Cast 420, goes a bit wide. Hans is looking to take advantage of that, but DXT Viper comes back in and starts to close the gap. Hans a bit wide on that corner, a bit tighter on that corner. He will get DRS coming onto this straight. And will he get the overtake on DXT Viper? He is gaining rapidly. And it looks like he will. He gets the move done. The Williams slots up into 6th place. DXT Viper drops down to 7th. still the closest battle on track at the moment. DXT Viper just 0.4 seconds off the Williams of Hans. Also looks like Ross Wheels is starting to gain a bit of traction on Mecha 84 in the Williams. Ross's teammate RIZE Brawler up into 4th place currently, 10 places up from a starting point. Great race for a Red Bull so far. And Ross goes just a bit wide there and takes a 3-second penalty as a result. The Namibian boy does appear to be gaining on DXT Viper. Just 0.6 seconds off. His Ferrari teammate is currently in 1st, so he's going to want to try and get himself up the grid as much as possible and secure as many points as possible for the Scuderia. Oh, 0.6 seconds off, and we've got a DRS zone coming up here. He is gaining hot on the heels of the Mercedes. DRS wide open for the Ferrari. He will gain, but he will not gain enough. If he can keep the pressure on in Sector 3 here, he could have DRS coming into the straight, and this is where DXT Viper has suffered in the previous laps, where other drivers have taken advantage of that DRS straight. And looks like DXT Viper goes into the pits. The Namibian boy will get DRS and will ply on. And he has Hans in his sight. It looks like there is a Red Bull that has come off. RIZE Brawler has come off track. Red Bull drops down into 6th. The Namibian boy is catching. He is going to try a late lunge. Oh, what a move from the Ferrari. Great to see no contact between those drivers. Fantastic overtake from the Namibian boy. Slots up into 6th place. RIZE Brawler into 7th place currently. Ross and Mecha still battling it out. Red Bull versus Williams. And a bit of a gap forming here between these drivers. Hans and Williams driving a great race so far, up 6 places into 5th place. With the amount of penalties that Cast 420 has, it could be a 5th place position for him if he keeps it up. Looks like we do have a yellow flag as well. DXT Viper comes off the track. Not sure what happened there, but he drops down, and Ross Wheels and Mecha 84 slot up. Namibian boy has dropped a bit from Hans, but still 1.6 seconds off. He can still fight for that 5th place position. Cast 420 also 1.6 seconds off Irigal. The Alfa Romeo drivers running a pretty solid race at the moment in 2nd and 3rd. A double podium for Alfa Romeo could be on the cards. Namibian boy gaining on hands. Does not have DRS, but he's using whatever battery power he has. And he is just 0.6 seconds off the Williams. This is a crucial time here. If he can keep that gap going up the hill, he will have DRS. Williams is getting a bit of a gap, but he gets DRS anyway. On board with Cas 420 in the AlphaTauri. He is on the rear end of Arrigal in the Alfa Romeo. DRS zone coming up here. DRS is activated. And the AlphaTauri is flying right beside the Alfa Romeo. Side by side these drivers go. And the AlphaTauri slots ahead of Arrigal in the Alfa Romeo. Mimbian Boy slots in ahead of Hans as well, gets that job done. And he is gaining ground on the Ferrari. Arrigo's not giving up this fight just yet. 0.7 seconds off. Up the hill. Will he get DRS? He does not. Equally, Hans not giving up just yet either. He gets DRS coming onto the second straight. Kind of gain a bit of ground here in Sector 3 and get the overtake done on the Namibia boy. As they start a new lap, we have just 2 laps left of the track and off this race. Vinnie Cousin, a 20-second gap. Very clinical race from Vinnie Cousin, who has been great from start to finish here. Hans gets DRS but is a bit too far away to make a move at this stage. But who isn't far away? Either Best Don't Mess is gaining on Drowsy Brawler. The Mercedes is side by side with the Red Bull, and he gets a move done on the Red Bull with DRS assisting him there. The Mercedes slots up in the 7th place and Drowsy Brawler into 8th place. Hans is still keeping the pressure on the Ferrari of Namibia boy. And oh, Drowsy Brawler spins out there. On track. He's stuck in gear, cannot get the car going again, and eventually does. Drivers all starting to spread out again. Hans and Namibia boy. The fight for 5th place is probably the closest battle that we have at the moment, with just 2 laps left. Oh, just takes a bit too much corner there. Loses traction. And you can see that gap has opened quite quickly. 2.8 seconds between the drivers now. If Namibia boy keeps it very clinical here for the last lap or 2, he could secure that 5th place position, no problem. And riding on board with Vinnie Cousin as he looks to start his last lap of the race. Started in 2nd, currently in 1st. Will he cross the line in 1st after one more lap? We'll find out very shortly. Oh no, and it's a yellow flag and a DNF for Ross Wheels, who has just come off the track there because he has completed 90% of the GP. It means that he should still be placed in the points, but a really unfortunate way to end this race for Ross Wheels. As we ride on board with Vinny Cousin as he comes into Sector 3, the final sector of this lap. And he is taking it easy coming through these corners. And we're on board with Vinny Cousin as he swerves his way through the line and gets the first win under his belt with RIZE Racing League. Excellent result. Flawless. Under pressure from Cast 420, but should hopefully get P2 here. Cast 420 hot on the tails of him. Oh! And Flawless P2, Arrigo P4, Arrigo P3, Flawless P2, Cas P4. What a great result for the AlphaTauri driver, exactly what he needed. Namibia boy into 5th place, Hans slots into 6th. The best don't mess, slots into 6th with the penalties. Hans slots down to 7th. Drowsy Brawler is the last driver to cross the line. Drowsy Brawler brings it home in 8th. And that is the race over. It's been a dramatic one. Hope you've enjoyed it. And stick with us for the next race. Cheers.